Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Riza Amalia Putri. I'm from class 3A. Di sini saya bersama rekan-rekan saya, ada Tedy Alfian, ada Fajar, Agung, Wibowo, dan Riza Harfiansyah akan menjelaskan tentang assessment literasi. And first, I wanna explain about assessment literacy. Assessment literacy is defined as the knowledge about how to assess what a student now can do, interpret the result of this assessment, and apply this result to improve student learning and program effectiveness. Jadi, asesmen literasi ini tuh terdiri dari pemahaman individu tentang konsep dan prosedur penilaian dasar yang dianggap mungkin mempengaruhi keputusan pendidikan.
And then, elaborated of the characteristic. What's the characteristic from assessment literacy? The first, knowledge of assessment purpose, knowledge of assessment strategy, knowledge of what to assess, and last, knowledge of assessment, interpretation, and taking action.
Okay, the next example of assessment literacy. Number 1, formal assessment. Formal literacy assessment usually involve the use of some kind of standards, procedure that require administering and scoring the assessment in the same way for all students. An example of formal assessment is state tests, which evaluate proficiency in one or more literacy domain, such as reading, writing, and listening. And point number 2, informal assessment. Informal literacy assessment are more flexible than formal assessment because they can be adjusted according to the student being assessment or particular assessment context. Example, a teacher who observes and records behavior of a group of students who views and discuss a video is likely engaging in informal assessment of the student reading, writing, speaking, listening, and or performing behavior. Number 3, formative assessment. Another useful way to categorize literacy assessment is whether they are formative or summative. Formative assessment are used to form a plan to involve learning. An example of formative literacy assessment might involve a classroom teacher checking how many letters and sound her student know she plans decoding listen.
Formative assessment are used to sum up if the student have met the specific level of proficiency or learning objective. State tests fall under the category of summative assessment because they are generally given to see which students have met critical level of proficiency. And then there is literacy screenings, another ways to categorize assessment in whether they are under for screening or diagnosis purpose. Literacy screening share characteristics with medical screenings, such as hearing and vision checks in the nurse office or when a patient's blood pressure is checked at the beginning of a visit to the physical office.